Hi, WAT. Most candidates fear WAT, not because it is difficult, but because they don't understand what it is actually testing. Today, आज 5 minutes में I'll tell you what exactly WAT is, what SSs are looking for, and how your daily thinking practices will decide your performance. Believe you me, no vocabulary required, no speed required, no luck required. What is WAT? Yes, everything you know. WAT stands for Word Association Test. The number of the words shown are 60, one after the other, and every word comes to right in front of you in 15 seconds. इसमें तुम्हें देखना है और सोचना है, and एक meaningful sentence that comes to your mind, you have to write. Please understand the instructions are very clear. You're supposed to write a sentence, not a tagline, not a statement, not a dialogue, not an idiom, not a proverb, not a quote, and I can go on and on and on. Sentence, boss, sentence. And it is not a test of your English. It is not about writing simply any positive sentence blindly. It is not about memorized formats, templates. Success gives victory, victory gives success, discipline gives success, meditation calms the mind. Please. WAT is a mirror of how your mind reacts to the normal daily life situations. That's all. When a word flashes, your mind reacts before you even think. The reaction shows what all? Your attitude towards the challenges, your emotional maturity, your sense of responsibility, your problem solving orientation, your optimism grounded in reality, not in fantasy world. For example, किसी ने word दे दिया failure. एक के दिमाग में हे भगवान मैं क्या लिखूंगा, एक के दिमाग अरे ये तो मेरा रटा हुआ मैं लिख दूंगा, एक का दिमाग बोलता है कि ओके हाउ विल आई हैंडल, या फिर ओ माय गॉड जो मुझे बोला गया है द नोज एंड द नेज एंड आई नीड टू टेक केयर ऑफ दैट. All these things, whatever that you write is okay for the SSR, because SSR का काम तुम्हें जज करना नहीं है. SSR का काम है to observe what your mind is doing, what you have in your mind. Before I give you examples as to how to go about it, let us bust certain myths. First myth, I must write very positive sentences. Always. No, Baba. Unrealistic positivity shows immaturity. Second, I should avoid negative words. No. The officers face negative situations daily. They overcome it by doing some action. There's some putting some impactful efforts over it. Third, speed matters more than meaning. Yes, speed may matter, but more than that, clarity speeds the speed. नॉन मीनिंग, जिसका कोई मीनिंग ही नहीं है सेंटेंस, उसका मतलब क्या है. लास्ट ऑफ मेनी अदर मिथ्स इज दैट एवरीवन मस्ट राइट डिफरेंटली. वेल, कभी कुछ सही कुछ गलत. what matters more than writing different is consistency with your personality. तुम्हारी पर्सनालिटी के साथ मिक्स एंड मैच होना चाहिए ना, कि जो तुम लिख रहे हो, नहीं भाई राम ने जो लिखा है वही श्याम लिखेगा, देन आर राम एंड श्याम क्लोन्स? नो. So what has to be your approach? By officers always work in 3 steps, be it in SSB, be it in life. They accept reality as it is, they take responsibility to work on it and move towards action to give it a saranjam, that is an outcome. So your sentence needs to feel natural, practical, calm and action oriented. Not dramatic, not philosophical, not filmy. Abhi uske liye umar aana baki hai. The mindset shift that I want in all of you is, instead of asking what sentence should I write on this, I wanted to ask, how do I normally think when such kind of thing happens in my life? So what is the golden rule? Your WAT improves automatically when your daily thinking improves. So daily practice has to be very simple. Observe the reactions to the stress, criticism, delays, responsibility, failure, and slowly train your mind to respond and not to react. If you fix that, your WAT fixes itself. Before I wrap up this session, I want you to understand how we as psychologists spot fake positivity. Let's say, no, before I want to tell you that psychologists are not, we are not impressed by your positivity. They are trained to detect your emotional denial, overcompensation, and rehearsed optimism. So let's say I give you a word failure, like we discussed earlier. Failures always bring success. Well, it is rejected because No discomfort is acknowledged. Unrealistic emotional jump is there, suggest denial of setbacks. So, what if I say that the failures prompt improvements? When there's a three-word template, but still, it is an implied emotion. It is an and there's an action present, and there is an outcome which is realistic. So the psychologists think that the candidate processes the difficulty instead of bypassing it. Then there are other words like, let's say, uh, effort, let's say success. Okay, success always follows hard work, or hard work gives success. It to words like always and these overcompensated words, they show rigidity. Life experience is missing, black and white way of thinking. What if I write efforts improved? Your continuous efforts improves the chances of success. The psychologists think that the person understands uncertainty and is a grounded thinker. Third word, if I want to use, is discipline. Again, one of your favorites. Discipline is a key to life. Again, a tagline. It looks like a poster line. No emotions, actions, outcomes indicates borrowed thinking, which is a fact as well. So, what if I write discipline improves daily function? What do I think? It looks as if you have applied the value and not the ideology. Next word I want to use is fear. Fear is always helpful, or fear overcome becomes a success, a big red flag. Because fear definitely is uncomfortable truth of real life. Candidates, you as candidates are avoiding the emotional truth. So what I want you to do is, would like and appreciate sentences like fear is reduced through preparation. So here I find that you have managed fear. You have felt it and you have managed it. Next word is anger. Anger never affects performance, or anger affects performance. Unrealistic emotional change. What if I say how it is handled? Anger, when handled with restraint, brings results. So I have brought into your knowledge the emotional regulation present and not the denial of it. I can go on and on and on. You can always ask me in the comment section how to go about it. I am very sure you would have learned something good today. Looking forward for more such sessions. Jai Hind.